Okay, here's a short recording showing you how I would make a movie in iMovie. So here's a list of my existing projects. You can see the projects are selected up here. And you create a new project. I'm going to make a movie, which is a bare template. You make a trailer, which gives you a series of options. Makes it like a movie trailer. Let's go ahead and just make a regular movie from scratch. So this is the window you get dumped in. It's automatically calling the movie My Movie 4. And I never really figured this out completely, but there's a way here to get it to show you. Here we're going to go from my photos library that comes from the photos application. I have my photos and all the movies in the photos application. So take a second to load up here. I'm going to go to breaks them up. This mirrors the way that photos breaks them up. Go to I'm going to go to albums. And there's a view here which is kind of nice where it groups things into things I favorited, things that are videos, things that are selfies, panoramas, etc. Mostly I'm going to want to work with the videos. Sometimes I might want to put a photo in there. Let's assume for right now that I'm going to be working on videos, so I can go and click into the videos album, and now I'll see all the videos here. The bottom is the most recent. The top is older. So just for example's sake, let's go take a couple clips, put together a short movie. Let's take this. There's a scene of rain in Virginia. I'm going to drop it. See here, this is all the media. Down in the lower region here, like it says, drag and drop video clips and photos in the browser to start creating your movie. This is where you sequence the items together to make a movie. So here you can see we've dropped this 22.3 second clip. And this is a zoom option. It's a little coarse, so it takes fairly large steps. And then it shows frames from the movie down here. I can slide these things and do stuff around here to deal with the clip as it's edited, and I can see all the other medias up here. And so let's take that, and then let's also, just for giggles here, let's drop this clip down here. So this is called, I believe this is called scrubbing, where you just roll the mouse over. And you can see it shows the scenes from the movie here. I'm also just going to take you on a short tour through the items up here. So you select which clip you want to work with. You can see it puts a yellow bar around it, yellow selection graphics. And then you can choose to do different operations on it. So let's look at this one. This one is where you adjust the white balance, the auto white balance, where it tries to automatically choose it. Or you can, I think you can choose a place where you say is white. Anyway, there's a whole white balance process here. This is where you can adjust colors, color correction they call it. You can basically bring it darker or lighter. This is from the midpoints or the quad points or the lightest and darkest points. You can adjust it less to more saturated, less and more saturated, and cooler and warmer, newer and better. You can crop within it, so if I wanted to, I could. And this is actually because the video you're cropping over time, so I can do a Ken Burns effect. Let's say, okay, we're going to start at this size and end at this size. Let's just take it, and I think if we scrub through here, it doesn't show that.
Wow, this my favorite show on the tour so far.
It's awful loud. Let me put a different video in here that's not quite so jarring to show this example with. So I'm going to click on this and click delete, take it out of the timeline. Let's bring a different video into the timeline. Let's bring this one into the timeline. Again, I was going to show the cropping effect, so let's do a Ken Burns effect on this one. We're going to select this cropping tool, Ken Burns, and it basically does a slow zoom from one point to the other across the video. Hey baby, I'm doing a video for Mary. And let's show an example of that. You can see we can jump around the clips here. Let's make a more extreme Ken Burns effect. Let's switch to video so that you can see this effect more. Let's select it again, delete. Let's choose a different video here. Let's choose this video. It's recording a video. Cool, so there's that. Let's go ahead and shorten it a little bit. I'm going to zoom back in time. Let's shorten this clip. As you move here, you get different icons that the mouse changes different icons to give you an idea of what's going on, what tools you have. So this is where I can shorten the video. Let's take it down to about 10 seconds. Let's go 5 seconds. Extreme effect. Okay, again, select this one. Seems to be 2 clips. Select this one. Ken Burns effect. Start and end. Let's see what it looks like. More extreme. You can select the end. Let's say we want to zoom in more. Probably going to start looking grainy because of the zooming in fairly extremely. Let's try that again. And there you can see the Ken Burns zoom in effect. Ooh, it's actually slow-mos at the end. Let's extend that out a little bit. That's kind of cool. Okay, so that's the Ken Burns effect. Again, we'll select this clip. This is image stabilization. And it takes a long time to process, but if you have a very shaky video, it can try and stabilize it around the dominant artifacts, which should usually be the landscape. You can do some sound processing here. You can make this the loudest volume. I've never really done this very much. Some more. This is interesting. Some equalization options, which probably can help you compensate for bad recordings. This is an interesting one. So this is lets you speed up and slow down films. They call it speed. There's some settings: slow, fast, freeze frame. Slow is probably half speed. Fast is probably double speed. I normally do a custom thing. So you know what, I want it to be 200 times as fast, or let's call it 300 times. Sorry, 300%, which is 3 times as fast. You push enter at the end to make it take. So let's go back to this clip. You can see it go there, or I can click back here. And let's watch our clip now. It's all sped up. And it clips to there. So let's put a transition between the two. I haven't shown you these panes at all, but the main one that I've used is media and transitions. Let's go to transitions. So you can, these are pretty, yeah, if you swipe across these, I'm not clicking anything, it shows you an example of it, applying this transition between 2 different. There's a fade in, there's a fade black, there's a cross blur. Let's do the cross blur. You drag this between the 2 films. See how that works. Okay, so now we put the media with the transitions. You can also see your songs in your GarageBand. I think you can also set this to iTunes. See all my songs in iTunes. I can put an audio track to this if I want to. I'm not going to do that. There's the titling stuff I haven't shown at all. And basically, each titling thing I think also has a video effect that comes with it, which again you can see by swiping across it here. So you can see that one here. Let's do that one. You can see it's 4 seconds, and I'll say example video. I use tab to get between the fields. And then I'm going to do another title at the end. Let's use this one. Drag at the end. It's also 4 seconds by default. Is it the same one I just chose? Here we go. match up. And then at the end, we're going to say fin. Obviously, we can check. There's the text tools. We can do all kinds of text tool stuff. So again, so here's our second 7-second clip. I didn't get through all of these. You can also do what they call filter effects, rasterization. I've never actually used these either. You can see the different styles here, mostly kind of color filtering effects. It's nice that it shows you the example there. Oh, there's a negative. That's cool. Let's do that one. All right, so now we've taken this video and we've applied a negative effect. So when it shows here in the upper right and the left, you can still see the original video. When you see it here in the upper right, it's got the effect applied. The last one here is it'll show you information about whatever clip. So in this case, if I click on it and click info, it says when it was filmed and duration. If I click on this one, I click info, again, duration, 7 seconds and 47, and when it was filmed. So let's go ahead and wrap this up. We're going to go, now it's still called iMovie 4. The only way I've discovered how to name these movies is you go back in projects, it'll ask you to name it. I'm going to call it Mary Example Movie 2019. And it shows up in my list of all my movies. Here it is there. Now I'm going to do the final step is I'm going to say share to a file. I'll leave this alone for now. I'm going to export it in 1080. I think most of these are 4K movies, which are about 4 times the resolution. 1080 refers to how many vertical lines there are. That's wrong. How many horizontal lines there are. 1080i and 1080p are 1920 lines horizontally and 1080 lines vertically, which is about 2 million pixels. 4K is about 4 times the resolution. It's about 4,000 horizontal pixels, and I forget how many vertical pixels. But in any case, so we're going to downsample it if these are 4K. No, it says that we're going to leave it on 10. I think these videos are from my old phone, which filmed in 1080. There's some quality settings which affect the overall quality, and as you can see, as we go to higher qualities, we can see the estimated size there raised. So if we do it at best quality, 430 megs, high quality, 58 megs, low quality, 20 megs. Also, commensurately, if we use a smaller resolution, that's only 700 lines, 720 lines vertically, we'll get a smaller file. So best quality at 720 is obviously smaller. A smaller file than best quality at 1080. So let's do it here. 1080, high quality, faster compression. We're going to get approximately 58 megabyte file. Let's do next. It says exactly where you want to save it. We're going to click save. And down up here is our progress. You can't see it because it's off screen, but there's a notification. It's off the recording, but there's a notification here that says share successful, exporting Mary Example Movie 2019 was successful, and there's a button for show. I'm clicking show. You can see here in the movies, there it is, and it selected it for me. I'm going to say open with QuickTime. Scale it down so it's on inside the recording here, and here we can see the exported movie. There's a little buggy there, it missed it. I changed the title. There's the sped up movie. You should see our transition now. And there's the inverse with the slow-mo. If we move the mouse away here, like that, and there's our closing credit. I could put transitions in before the opening and closing credits, but there's an example for you. I'm going to stop the recording and send this over.